I biked the entire length of a nation in one go. Seoul, all the way down to Busan, completely alone. No support team, no one following me along, and when I made it to the finish, there was nobody there. Just me and a slightly uncomfortable question. Somewhere along the way, I worked out what I'd labelled as a fastest known time attempt ended up being the complete opposite. It was about all of the small things that happen in between, the people you pass, the thoughts you take with you, and the quiet space that only discomfort can make. Starting a task like this always feels a little bit odd. The city is waking up, people are heading to work, buying their morning coffee, walking their dogs, and you're just quietly biking alongside of it. Nobody actually notices you. A thought popped up in my head. This challenge has been on my mind for months. But to all the millions of people in this city, I'm just another dude on a bike. At the beginning, the distance feels quite silly. It sounds like a good idea until you say it out loud. I honestly just do my best to avoid thinking about it. But once you're actually moving, something shifts. The scale of it slowly disappears. You stop thinking about the whole task ahead of you. Instead, you start thinking about all of the smaller things. The next hour, the next food stop, the next section of path. The whole objective starts to fall into these slightly manageable pieces. After a while, things start to settle down and you get into the flow of the discomfort. You stop checking the distance constantly. The kilometres start ticking by almost without you noticing. I think that's part of why I sometimes like to spend hours on a bike. There's something oddly calming about the simplicity of the task. It's simple, you just keep turning the pedals and the world slowly moves past you. Doing things alone changes how you see and feel things quite a lot. There's nobody to talk to, nobody deciding your feelings for you, nobody to help you if something happens. But that's also what makes it so special. When you're alone out there, all the decisions are yours, each kilometre is yours, and there's something quite honest about that. Biking has this unique way of opening you up. It changes how you see a place. You're not moving too fast and you're not detached. You're able to connect with all of the things happening and you actually feel a part of it. I think that's what I like most about seeing the world like this. You start noticing the small things you'd never normally see. Small details, like the way other people use the bike paths, the flow of the farmland, and all of those little towns you pass by. And people notice you too. There's this funny moment when someone sees the bike and the bags and the effort on your face. They take a moment and they look at you. And you can almost see them putting the pieces together. Like, this guy's going somewhere far. Sometimes they smile, sometimes they nod. There's this quiet understanding. After a few hours, life becomes quite simple. Movement and food. That's basically it. I have this flashback of jumping into this convenience store, completely covered in dirt and sweat. And I just start launching whatever looked like fuel into the basket. Most likely the worst possible combination of liquids and food, but anything at that point looks appetizing. Meanwhile, the cashier is watching on as the situation unfolds, like, what is happening here? In my mind, I've made this sense of urgency, and as the cashier scans all of the items, it feels painfully slow. Somewhere near the halfway point, things start to change. Up until that point, it's mostly physical. Then, suddenly, it becomes mental. Your mind starts negotiating with you. It starts to offer all of these logical arguments. Maybe you should slow down, or maybe stopping and having a snack would make sense. And you know what? Those arguments sound awfully convincing. People often ask, why would anyone want to bike this far in a single day? It's genuinely not to show anyone anything. It's not because I want to suffer. I think it's because I want to explore. I want to explore my mind. It's about seeing what's possible and seeing where that might take me. When night hits, it all changes again. The bike paths empty out, the towns get quiet, and suddenly it feels like the entire nation has gone to sleep. Your whole world becomes the small beam of light ahead of your wheel. In that silence, your thoughts get so much louder. After enough hours on the bike, your mind starts to wander. The normal noise of life fades away. You start to ask yourself questions. Where am I heading? Why do I keep choosing to punish myself like this? What am I actually looking for? The final hours of a long mission always feel a little unique. Your body is tired, your mind is tired, but you can sense the end is getting closer, and that makes this odd feeling. Part of you wants it to be over, but another part of you knows once it ends, it's gone. Eventually, the sign starts saying Busan. The air smells like the ocean, and slowly it becomes clear this is all actually about to end. That moment always feels bizarre. You've been inside the challenge for so long that it almost feels weird to stop. Most challenges end with noise, a finish line, people applauding. This one ended with silence. I biked over the finish line, stopped the bike, and I just sat there. I sat there looking out, looking at nothing. Then something sunk in. The hardest part of this whole endeavour wasn't the distance, it wasn't the fatigue, it was the moment afterwards. When the thing you've been chasing suddenly disappears, and you're left asking yourself, what now? What's next?